Challenges that I was up against when choosing healthier options for my body and my diet. Welcome back for another video to recalibrate with Raw Natty Nate. And in this video, I wanted to give you maybe like 5 challenges that I was up against when I changed my mindset and changed what I was going to ingest for a healthier way of life. So one of these things was becoming a raw foodist. Can be tricky because there is so many options everywhere out there, right? They're just everywhere. So that's one challenge is, you want to become this healthy individual and you want to start doing right by yourself and you want to stick on a certain diet. You want to basically like change your lifestyle. Well, there's so many different options and so much temptation out there everywhere. So that's one challenge. These unhealthy options are everywhere. Another thing that is a challenge is it's really cheap, right? So you can get like 2 pizzas for $5, or you can spend $12 for a bag of grapes, right? It's incredible how cheap some of this food is, this unhealthy food-like product. It's just like funky junk. It's just so cheap. It's everywhere. So there's 2 challenges right there. Another challenge is it's highly acceptable. I mean, nobody's gonna say something to you when your whole cart is loaded with all this crap food. Or say you're just like, you're at a baseball game or a football game or some sort of sports event and you're having nachos and popcorn and hot dogs and soda. Nobody's saying nothing. People might be like, oh, it looks pretty good. Where'd you get that? How much is it? Or whatever, right? So it's highly acceptable to eat funky junk food-like products. So that would be the 3rd challenge. The 4th challenge would be the peer pressure, right? Maybe you want to eat healthy. And then you've got friends of yours or family members like, why are you doing this? Why you got to be weird? Why are you trying to, not just, what's wrong with the way that you've always eaten? What's wrong with the stuff that I made? So you got peer pressure. You got people that are like, I made this special for you though, Nate. Like, this is vegan. I know you're vegan. I made you something vegan. It's like, well, I'm a raw foodie, man. I'm trying to stay on this path of being a raw foodie. You know this. So you get the peer pressure. That's another challenge. And that's a video in itself right there. And another thing is maybe feeling silly for making these healthier choices for yourself. I know for me personally, I felt like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like, I'm going to feel weird bringing my Vitamix to work and, making a dressing at work or blending up my smoothie at work. It feels just, I don't know, it felt weird because it was just so out of the norm of what I was so used to doing. So these are challenges that I was up against when I changed the way that I was eating. So for you particularly, if you're switching up your diet and lifestyle, know that there's going to be some challenges. Know that there's going to be people out there that are looking at you sideways like, why do you want to do that? Why are you being silly? You're going to have peer pressures. You're going to have temptation everywhere. So these are some challenges that you're up against. And I feel like that's what makes the journey of self-improvement and, being a health nut is it's not easy, right? It's just not very easy in those particular ways. Once you have the why and why you want to do this, it is really easy. There's nothing that can stop you. When you have a goal to do something, when you're on a mission or a path to go somewhere, you're going to get there. It's just how it works. It's amazing. But of course, you're going to have different obstacles and things come up that are going to be like little testers. Like, are you sure? Are you sure you're good? Are you strong enough to stay on this path? Do you really want this? Right? So it's interesting how it all works. But know that there's going to be some challenges. And I never in a million years thought that I would be like a food snob health nut. And not that I'm like a real food snob, but I try not to be a snob at all, but there's certain things that I don't want to ingest if I can help it. If I go out and there's choices for salads and the dressing has oil in it, I'm like, nah, what do you got that's oil free? And if there's nothing oil free, I'm like, you got some lemon, some avocado, and that right there is just kind of weird when everybody else is just ordering off the menu. It's something super simple. I never thought that I would be this person that's like, I'm a raw vegan. What do you have that's raw and that's vegan? No animal. I don't want any animal products. I don't need any oil. I don't want to eat any salt. So that can be challenging too. And sometimes a lot of times that I've ever gone out, even to some raw restaurants, as delicious as the options are, they never really hit the way that, you know, what hits when I make it at home. So these are challenges though, making, you know, healthier choices. But just like in life, there's going to be challenges in any direction you're going, you know, diet related or not. We're always up against different challenges. And like I said, maybe it's kind of like, you know, we're testing ourselves if we're really true to what we want for ourselves in having to face some of these challenges, right? So, but know that you're going to be up against some challenges changing, because, you know, if you're changing what you're doing and people aren't used to it, that's going to be a big thing. You're going to have people asking questions, and, you know, they're going to be asking you why, and, you know, you're going to have temptations around every corner, right? So these are the kind of things that I was up against, but I knew what I wanted. I want to be skiing in my 80s, and this is definitely going to be the best option for myself, is to study nutrition, to make sure that I'm hitting all of my caloric needs, to stay active, and to eat as fresh as I can, to stay as raw as I can. Just makes sense to me. But, you know, there's challenges, right? So anyways, I hope that you got something from this video. You know, if you did, make sure you kick the like button. That helps the channel. You know, subscribe if you like this kind of content. Give me some ideas of some topics that you'd like me to maybe talk about. Put them in the comment section below. And if you're looking for some inspiration and you need some ideas, we've got full meal plans and recipe books. You know, I'll put the link right here, and make sure you click the link in the description down below. We're running 40% off right now, Raw Food 40. You can type in for the code, and hope you enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one.